Thanks, Allie. Former Secretary of State Colin Powell is speaking out against former Vice President Dick Cheney's claims that the Obama administration is making America less safe now.
But to suggest that somehow we have become much less safer because of the actions of the administration, I don't think are borne out by the facts.
But some say terrorist interrogations are now being outsourced because the president wants to claim the moral high ground when it comes to enhanced interrogation practices.
Well, here with more is former White House chief speechwriter and courting disaster author Mark Thiessen. Good morning to you, Mark.
Good morning.
Okay, so about 10 days ago when this was first revealed that they grabbed these high-value top Taliban people, we heard, okay, it's the CIA who's involved along with the ISI, the Pakistan secret police. And people are going, well, what's going on with that? Now, the brilliance of that for the Obama administration is the Pakistanis can do stuff that we can't do.
That's exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. Barack Obama has gone out and said to the world, we've banned torture and we're better than the Bush administration. We don't engage in these types of practices. But when they finally actually capture a high-value detainee, Mullah Baradar, this second in command of the Taliban, it's the Pakistanis who are doing the interrogating for us. You know, Barack Obama issued an executive order, and the executive order basically said that anyone who is any U.S. official or anyone who is in the custody of a U.S. official or in a U.S. facility they have to follow the Army Field Manual. That's what the executive order says. Yeah. The big loophole there is Mullah Baradar isn't under the control of a U.S. official, and he's not in a U.S. facility, and the Pakistanis don't have to follow the Army Field Manual. So Obama gets to have his way, but have it both ways. He can say that he's banned torture and ended these practices, but the Pakistanis don't have to follow his new restrictions.
I just wonder if we are getting access to these guys. Right now, it seems as though we're not. They're saying the Pakistanis have in control, and they don't know. They're not going to turn them over to us. My hope is that we are getting information because there's been subsequent arrests. But what about what General Petraeus said yesterday? He said that all that stuff from Abu Ghraib really hurt us, and the rumors about what happened or didn't happen at Gitmo have hurt our war effort. He says stick to the Army Field Manual. How do you feel about that, Mark Thiessen?
Well, first of all, he's right that Abu Ghraib hurt us, and the rumors of what happened at Guantanamo hurt us. But Abu Ghraib had nothing to do with interrogation. Every investigation has found that there was no policy that mandated, and this is what the critics always do. They throw Abu Ghraib in the mix. As far as the Army Field Manual, he's also right that that's most of our interrogations can follow the Army Field Manual. What you're talking about is for high-value detainees, the Khalid Sheikh Mohammeds of the world, these guys who are trained to resist interrogation. The Army Field Manual doesn't work for them. It's on the internet. They can train. They know all the techniques. They can train to resist them. And it's also meant for privileged prisoners of war, the most highest standard of interrogation. We don't have to follow that for terrorists, and we shouldn't limit ourselves against without lawful interrogation techniques that are available.
The name of the book is Courting Disaster. Thanks so much for joining us, Mark, as usual.